Hi, I'm Dave, and I know wrestling. Do you want a wrestler that somehow manages to be a worse version of Roman Reigns? Do you want another tall idiot that WWE likes for no apparent reason? Do you want yet another football player who couldn't cut it in the pros and decided to say, wrestling? Then allow me to introduce to you my client for Dave Knows Wrestling's honest promos, the boring wolf, Tom Pestock, aka Baron Corbin. After going undrafted in the 2009 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts picked him up in the football equivalent of a pity in April of that same year, only to then drop him by August, only to then re-sign him again the next week, only to drop him yet again for real in September. He would then continue to meander around the NFL, where he allegedly had a bad attitude and got into fights in the locker room until around 2011, when he left pro football for good. Oh, and he also couldn't cut it as a boxer either. Then in 2012, Tom decided to try his hand at wrestling, and well, despite actually being signed by the WWE, it looks like he's still attempting to learn how to wrestle? During his time in NXT, WWE somehow thought that this guy needed to be treated like a big deal, allowing him to squash more talented individuals like CJ Parker and Bull Dempsey. But all these microwave matches were done with a purpose in mind, to attempt to distract you from the fact that he would get totally gassed out after about 2 minutes of activity. But distraction is the name of Tom's game. He grew his hair long in the back to distract from the front, he wears a shirt to distract from his pudgy physique, he also manages to distract from the fact that WWE somehow thinks that Baron is a first name. And he plays stoic to try and distract you from noticing that he probably couldn't cut a promo even if you wrote it on a piece of paper and handed him a pair of scissors. Oh, and let's not forget that his US title win will hopefully distract you from all the dumb things he said on Twitter over the summer. Tom proves that WWE will just push anyone who they perceive as big and tough no matter how much the fans hate him. Because if you ever stop to think about it, you would realize that WWE doesn't care about you at all, but yet you just can't stop caring about them. So in closing, do you want a wrestler, and I use that term loosely, who has a worse moveset than Roman Reigns, and has worse mic skills than Roman Reigns, and has worse cardio than Roman Reigns, but yet still manages to get himself pushed just like Roman Reigns? Well, then allow me to introduce to you my client for Dave Knows Wrestling's honest promos, the blown out wolf, Baron Corbin. I know he only has about 3 moves in his whole arsenal and all, but seriously, they let this idiot do the deep six? That was Captain Lou Albano's move. For shame, WWE. For shame.